Have you ever been in a situation where you lost control or said something so bad to somebody and you instantly regret it? Yeah, that's normal, honestly, and that probably means you lack poor emotional control. So, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to control, to recognize, and to master your emotions, okay? Alright, so before this video starts, I just want to give a little background about myself. My name is James, I'm 28 years old, I work in a hospital. I don't really want to give my profession yet, just because, privacy reasons, but yeah, I work in a hospital, and secondary, I'm a life coach. And I know that sounds cringe, but I'm not one of those like cringy life coaches that like, yo, you gotta get up at 5 a.m. every morning and run on the track. No, that isn't me. I'm one of those people who've gone through a lot of stuff in my life, and I'm sure everybody watching this video has gone through a lot of stuff, but I felt like I've internalized a lot of my situations, my problems, and in my day-to-day life, everybody comes to me for their problems, and I kind of like confide with them and help them out, right? So people have been telling me to make a YouTube channel for some time, so yeah, here I am. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. I'm gonna try my best to help you guys. Leave some comments, yeah, subscribe to me, help me out, and I help you guys out pretty much. But yeah, love you guys. Let's get into this video, and let me know if this camera is too close up to you guys. I'm like looking at it on the big screen right now. I'm like, damn, I'm like close as hell right now. But yeah, let me know, guys. Love you guys. Let's get into this. Alright, so there are 3 key factors that I say will help you control your emotions better, okay? Number 1 is recognizing your triggers. Number 2, controlling your emotions. Duh. Number 3 is mastering your emotions. Duh. But it's going to make more sense as I talk through it in this video. But there's one word, maybe 2 words, that I want you guys to just like put into your brain for the rest of your life. Because this word, no word of a lie, it changed my life once I learned about it. Okay? Very important. And that word is emotional intelligence. If anything, you guys could skip this whole video, but I want you guys to know emotional intelligence. Once you master that, it will change your life. I'm going to talk about it later more in the video, but emotional intelligence, okay? That's the key thing I want you guys to take away from this video. So let's get into number 1, and that's recognizing your emotions. Recognizing your triggers. Let's get in. So, recognizing your triggers. What does that even mean? This step, I would say, comes with a lot of self-reflection, You got to internalize who are you as a being and why certain things makes you tick. That's pretty much what recognizing your triggers are, Me, I'm probably one of the most calmest. I don't even get angry at nothing. No one in my life has seen me really snap like that, But there's a few things that I get so mad in my head. I'm like, yo, like, what's wrong with this person? And my trigger is people who are selfish. Because I can't fathom why. Why are you like this? Why don't you think about somebody else anytime you do something? Why is your brain wired like that? Even talking about it right now, it gets me riled up, That is my trigger. But I control it. It's all in my head. You got to understand why somebody's the way they are. So like I said, this comes with a lot of internalization, okay? So the main thing about this step is why. Why does it trigger you? For me personally, it triggers me because I'm such an empathetic person. I love to give to people. I love to take care of people. I love to share. I love everything about helping others, That's who I am as a being. And like I said, you got to internalize why does it make you trigger? It's because that is the complete opposite of who I am. So when I see that, I'm like, I guess, guys, you don't even get it. I get mad, but I would never speak on it because I have emotional control. I might see I'm just like, yeah, this guy's a little bit weird, this girl's a little bit weird, but I don't really, it doesn't affect me because I know how to control my emotions. But yeah, you gotta know why. Why does it trigger you? What is it deeply rooted to? Is it like a clash of personalities? Is it just it reminds you of somebody that you don't like, your siblings, your mother, your dad? You gotta answer why. Okay, so write it down. Try to really internalize who you are as a being. I'm gonna make some videos about this too, like just finding yourself. But yeah, just find out why. Okay. So yeah, let's get into number 2 is controlling your emotions, okay? Alright, so number 2, controlling your emotions, right? the main thing I want you guys to take away from this topic is understanding. Understanding why someone did this. Understanding the scenario, what's going on, what's going to influence you after you say what you do. If someone says something bad about me and I bring up something I wasn't supposed to, you got to understand the situation. Hey, now this is breaking a level of trust that you may never get back again. So it's really rationalizing the whole situation, and you got to do it in a 1 to 5 second situation, and that comes with emotional intelligence. So that's more of mastering. So number 2 is controlling, but it's pretty much the same thing. Controlling and mastering your emotions, it's kind of like levels, right? So in the beginning of controlling your emotions, you got to understand the scenario, understand who you're talking to, why they like this, understand the consequences of what your anger is gonna, not even anger, it could be anything, your jealousy, your, like I said, anger, your spitefulness, your, just all those negative emotions. Understand it, understand what's gonna happen, the repercussions, right? So yeah, to control your emotions, you gotta be really self-aware. Like I said previously, understanding the why, understanding the situation that's in front of you. You gotta know if you react in a bad way, it could change your life forever. And I mean that personally, because I'm gonna share a story about what happened to my dad in the mastering the emotion part. But yeah, just know you can change the ramifications of what's gonna happen in your life or in that situation just by being smart and not reacting the way the person wants you to react, or just taking the high road, or verbalizing, communicating. That's a big one. Communicating how you feel at that moment. Okay? It doesn't have to be aggressive communication, just articulating that you feel a certain way. And why I say communication is such a big part, because a lot of times when you snap, it's a build-up. A build-up of someone doing this, or something happened to you every single time, and you just snap. But that could be diffused way early on if you communicated how you feel. Like me and my girlfriend, we have a policy that we, no matter what it is, we nip it in the butt the same day. Any argument, any head clashes, we nip it in the butt the same day. I will not allow her to go to bed thinking about the situation over and over, because that's when she's going to add certain things to it that never happened, So I talked to her. Hey, what's the issue? How can we fix this? Problem solving, big one. So all that, it just helps combine to make you more emotional intelligent. So I'm gonna get to it. Emotional intelligent. I'm gonna keep saying it. Big word, guys. Big word. All right. So number 3, mastering your emotions. Okay, and the main thing I want you guys to take away from this is emotional intelligence. All right, emotional intelligence. So I'm gonna give you guys a situation that happened in my life that's really personal. If I start tearing up, shit, fuck it. But this is between my dad and my mom. So around maybe when I was in grade 5 or 6, my dad and my mom had this situation involving money. My dad lost money, etc., etc. And my mom will always antagonize my dad by saying, like, you're broke, you're this, and that. Just antagonizing him every day. Physically, maybe pushing him. Obviously he did some stuff too, but there was one day where that constant berating on him, he did one thing that changed his life forever. One mistake, one situation changed his whole life from this to completely at the bottom of hell, pretty much. That's how he explained it to me. So there's a certain day where the berating was a little bit too much for my dad, and that was his trigger, that was his breaking point. And he whispered to my mom, I will blank you. I don't want to say this on YouTube because, the video might get taken down, but think of the most, I will blank you. Pretty much when your soul leaves your body. Okay? Very, very serious. Maybe he meant it, maybe he didn't. But from that point on, as soon as he said that, the cops were called. He lost his job, couldn't get another job, lost his kids, lost everything in his life. Just like that. That one word, that one moment, all it takes is 5 seconds for you to do something or say something, and your life has changed. So yeah, fast forward a couple more years. Maybe I was like 16, 18 at this time. My dad put me aside one day. He's like, son, I want you to understand that if he understood how my mom felt in that situation, because imagine, you move to this country with your husband, you put all your faith, all your money, you've been working maybe 5, 6, 7 years saving with your husband, and he spends your money. Like he lost it during the '08 crash, you know? He lost all his money. He lost his money, lost my mom's money, and she felt so betrayed, so humiliated, so she felt cheated. All that money that she lost. He told me that if he understood how my mom felt, he would have never said that. But I think it was the constant berating, his constant antagonizing, and he even said he would have left that situation because there was no fixing it. There was really no fixing it. But obviously, in hindsight, you would see that what he said was absolutely wrong. But at that moment, he was so riled up with emotion that he said something that changed his life in just one moment. So that's what I really want you guys to take away from this. So that one moment, that one tick, why does it make you trigger? Because yeah, he was broke. Yeah, he ruined the whole family. Yeah, he messed up. My mom kept pressuring him, right? Kept pressuring him, and he snapped just like that. Changed his whole life. One moment. So what my dad should have done in that situation, he should have embraced it. I messed up. I ruined my family's future. It's as crazy as it sounds, but I think he didn't want to accept it. So the reason why it was constantly like affecting him is because he didn't want to admit it, even though he knew deep down, but he didn't really internalize. Yeah, I own up to this. You know, like, and it got to a point where he said something that changed his life. So you guys got to understand, emotional intelligence is like having empathy. You got to understand, be able to put yourself into somebody else's shoes. Why are they reacting the way they are? There's a reason for everything, right? Unless they're absolutely crazy. And even then, you got to understand why. So yeah, understanding why, understanding who you are as a person, self-awareness, understanding like the situation, when, why, pretty much the 5 whys. I mean the 5 W's. Who, what, when, the situation you're in, why, how, you know? How are you in this situation? What led to this? You feel me? What can I do to diffuse this situation? You really gotta be understanding. I know I keep saying these trigger words. Understanding. Why? Because they're big words that help you. Understand. You gotta understand, guys. Please. So the whole mastering your emotions, it might take time, but a lot of it is self-reflection, self-awareness, understanding the person, understanding the place, understanding who, understanding your consequences, and you gotta do this in a short amount of time. In that situation, you gotta understand it. So this comes with practice, of course. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys like what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make a couple of videos about emotional intelligence, a lot of like stuff that affect men specifically, because I feel like right now for men it is crazy out here. I'm not gonna hold you guys, it is tough being a guy. I'm not complaining though, I love being a guy, but it is tough. So I'm gonna make a lot of videos like directly linked to men. But ladies, if you guys are watching this too, feel free to join, have a conversation with the guys in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, show some love. I hope I could grow with you guys. Love you guys, man. See ya.